You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. Hey everybody, Aaron Whitehead here again, excited to bring you this video. This is a special one because it comes as a request. If you follow my videos or watched, you may have seen a conversation take place in the comment section of the video last Christmas. One of the viewers told me that they used that tutorial for a Christmas time with the family around the piano singing last Christmas, and it just totally warmed my heart. So Craig and his family, thank you guys for sharing that memory with me. And I reached out and asked if I could, if there were any video or anything. They sent me an audio recording, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys just because of how much fun they were having as they were doing this, and to encourage some of you to maybe, if you use my videos to, to perform or to play together, I would love to participate in the fun with you. So take a listen to this. This is really just amazing. This is Craig and his family last Christmas.
Sit in the hall with the very next day, gave it away. This year, to save it for tears, I gave it to someone special. Last Christmas, gave you my heart with the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save it for tears, I gave it to someone special.
Awesome. So I'm going to pause that, but thank you guys for sharing that. What a tremendous job you all did and had so much fun. I love knowing that the tutorial that I put together played a part in the joy you all shared as a family. So thank you. And in that conversation, it was mentioned that your daughter's turning 17 soon, and so they requested this song, Dancing Queen. So I'm going to teach a tutorial here on Dancing Queen and walk through all the parts and kind of show you different levels of complexity that you can do for each one. Okay, so let's jump in here, and I'm going to show you how to do the intro first. All right, so for the intro, there's a few different aspects to it that I'll go over, and I'll show you some different ways you can do it and levels of complexity you can use as you work through it. But the very first part of the song, which, by the way, this is middle C here, and the song starts with this glissando, okay, like that, where you just bring your fingers across the keys, and I use my thumb when I do it. Some piano players will use their fingers. I find it to be easiest to use my thumb to do it. And then I also like to kind of have a goal where I'm going to land with my hand as I slide, okay? It helps me to know how I'm going to do it. So in this one, I would suggest you start up real high, slide across, and make this C sharp your landing goal, because that's the first note of the melody. Okay, so the melody line at the intro goes like this: C sharp, B, D, C sharp, B, A, B, C. Okay, and then there's this. Okay, A, A, G, G sharp, F, F, F sharp, F sharp. Okay. You could do that as an octave. You could actually do the whole melody. You could do that all as an octave if you wanted. Or there's actually chords there. So it's an A chord, C sharp, B, A, an E chord, B, E, G sharp, and D, D chord, A, D, F sharp. So you could do it that way. I find it to be easiest just to do the outside parts of those chords. Okay. And then the melody repeats again. C sharp, B, D, C sharp, B, A, B, C. And then this is where some chords come in that we'll get to in a second. The chord is E and then a D. Okay. Let's talk about the left hand. The left hand for this intro part is actually really easy. It's just simply an A note. Okay, so you would go. You could do quarter notes or eighth notes. You could do octaves. Okay, I'll just do eighth notes here so you can see how it fits together. But it's like this. There's actually another rhythm if you wanted to do, which we'll get to, and I'm going to teach some chords here for this intro part without the rhythm, and then I'll show you the rhythm here in a minute. But it's like this. If you want to use that rhythm, that's kind of the rhythm of the song, okay? So that's another way. It's a little trickier. It might be easier just to do 8 notes. This is actually what's called a triplet. Okay. If you can get that, do it. If not, as with all my tutorials, do what works for you. I'm just trying to show you some different options of what you can do, okay? So after you do that part and you do this walk down, okay, then you're going to start singing. And it's the second half of the chorus that you're singing. So let me show you the chords for that. You're going to do an E major chord, G sharp, B, E. And then I'm going to do an E, C sharp 7, C sharp major 7. To do that, all you do is raise your pinky from the E to the F. And then F sharp minor. And then a B, B major, B, F sharp, B, D. And then a D chord, F sharp, A, D, B minor, F sharp, B, D, and then A, which is where you'll land at the end, okay? And then there's this back and forth that's kind of vamps before you go into the chorus, okay? And actually, I think there's one more that comes in there at the end of that part. So that's the chords in the right hand, and as you're playing that, you're singing, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, dig in the dancing queen. Okay, and then there's this A to D thing that happens at the end of that. And what you're doing there is you're playing the A chord for 3 beats and then the D chord for the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now for the left hand, you're just going to play the name of the chord as you go through. I'm going to show you some rhythmic options that you can do for the whole song. I'm not going to teach them to you right now, but when you learn them, you can apply them for this portion of the intro when you do this part, okay? So do the E chord, E in the bass, C sharp minor, or C sharp major 7, C sharp 7, okay? And then F sharp minor, playing an F sharp here, and a B chord, and then to the D, B minor, and A, and then the D, still holding the A down here. Okay? So those are the chords for that part, and it's, again, if you sing it, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, dig in the dancing queen. Then you're going to go into the verse. Let's go through the chords of the verse, and then I'll show you some of the rhythms. So let's look at the verse. All right. So here's the chords for the verse, and then we'll talk about rhythms that you can apply throughout the whole song. So the chords are A, F sharp, or A, C sharp, E, and then to a D, again, similar like what we were doing before. You're just going to lift up to the D and the F sharp there. Back to A, and then an F sharp minor chord. We've had all these already in the parts that we've learned, okay? And then an E major chord down here. I would do it down here for this one. Back to F sharp minor. And then there's a part at the end of the verse where it does this like 1 beat on the E, 1, and then 2, 3, 4 on the F sharp minor, okay? So And then you do verses 1 and 2 back to back. So now let's talk about some of the rhythms that you can use for this song, okay? The easiest one would just be to hold the chord for 4 beats. You play it and you hold it. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go. Okay, and you're just holding the chords where they play the right music. Getting into the swing, you come to look for a king. Okay, anybody could be that guy. All right, that's one option. Another option is to play the downbeat on your left hand with the A, and then play the accents of 2 and 4 in your right hand like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music. Getting into the swing, you come to... Okay, so that's another option, is to do it that way. Okay, it's a little bit more complex. So the next one, another level of complexity, is to actually play the chords together at first and then accent the and of 2 and then the 4th beat with your right hand with the chord like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music. Getting into the swing, you come to look for a king. Okay, that's another one. And then if you wanted, that one would be the one I would recommend, but if you wanted it to be a little more complex, you do that triplet rhythm at the beginning. Okay, so I'm doing a triplet, and then I'm accenting 4. Actually, what I do on the second one is, rather than play the whole thing, I'm actually going to do like a rocking thing. So I do go bottom to top, and then I hit the chord again. So if you were to actually use that rhythm and play the verse, it would sound like this. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where to play the right music. Getting into the swing, you come to look for a king. So those are some of the options. You can use that rhythm for the verse. You could use that rhythm for the chorus. Whatever rhythm you choose, you could choose different options and play different ones at different times to create your own arrangement. Play around with it, see what you like. Let's look at the chorus. This is the only other part of the song, and then you just have to put all the pieces together once you know them, okay? So I should say this. The chorus, actually, the end of verse 2 ends with a couple of different chords, okay? So we've got anybody could be that guy to the D. That is young and the music's high. F sharp minor with a bit of rock music. Everything is fine, you're in the mood to dance. And when you get the chance, here's a B minor. This is kind of like the build into the chorus. Get the chance, you are a dancing queen. Okay, this is now the chorus. So the chorus, the chords are A and D, A and D. We've used these chords already, A and D, okay? And then you're going to do the walk down thing that we did already in the pre-chorus, or in the intro. And then we already learned the chords of the that we borrowed from the intro. Okay, F sharp minor, B7, D, B minor, A, okay? And it sounds like this. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Fits that in there, okay? Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine, oh yeah. And then the part we already learned, you can dance, you can drive, having digging the dancing queen. Okay, and that fits in right there too. So then when you go to play those chords, you can choose the rhythm that you would like that fits with your arrangement of the song. I'm going to use the one where I accent 1, the end of 2, and 4. And in my left hand, I'm just going to do a driving 8th note like this. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine, oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. And then you can go into the next verse there, or at the end of the song, you would repeat that part, digging the dancing queen. And then it ends on, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. But that's all the parts, so you can put it all together and play through that song. Thank you again so much for the suggestion, Craig and family. Happy birthday to your daughter. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep sending me those suggestions. Would love to know what songs you guys would like to learn. All right? God bless you, and we'll see you next time.